Now from the Peach State, we're just about. So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And we get things started here with a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games. 2-0 now. And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. The 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Markakis is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. Hard on the ground towards short. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time, and we'll have to see how they want to score that play. So a runner at first with 2 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. First offering on its way. High in the air into shallow left center. Adams is under it, and that's the third out. So a good start here for Brent. At the plate, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Braves. Center fielder.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters' meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, Dero, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's Todd Frazier now. His lifetime numbers against McCarthy. He's got a 3-for-7 line. First pitch on its way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Back goes Markakis. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. And he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race. Inciarte is there, 2 gone. Next up from New York, Wilmer Flores. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. He comes in one tick shy of 300 at 299. No home runs just yet, and 3 driven in. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Well, you see this a lot. A guy comes out of the bullpen throwing bullets, but he has a tough time finding the zone. Trust me, velocity is a great weapon if the hitters are tempted to swing.
Markakis has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Kurt Suzuki. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's a tough take. 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Hard hit ball to second, but right to Cabrera, and that's the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Jay Bruce. Probably throughout the course of his career, one of the strongest arms in right field, accurate and on the money. Also big-time left-handed power. This guy, you could pretty much pencil in 25, 30-plus bombs a year.
That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
At third, here's Frazier. And that's the second out.
Batting 10th, left fielder.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Lane Adams. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Had him reaching that time. It's strike 1. Syndergaard has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport. Bruce is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So here's the Mets pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. 9-1-2 due up.
Noah Syndergaard.
First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And he puts it on the ground to second. Albies brings it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. First pitch on its way. High and deep to right center. Inciarte on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here's Jay Bruce now. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope,
and that misses, ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
2 out, nobody on. Right side and right into the shift. Albies picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 New York. And the next in is Johan Camargo. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
The shortstop, Harley Culberson.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting ninth, pitcher.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Brandon McCarthy. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And that one stayed up a little high.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
And he lays off here. It's ball 4, and that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Here's Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he's back easily. He's set. Here it comes. Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the stretch. In the air, down the line in left. After it is Cespedes. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. They trail it here. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Frazier. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. As he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Inciarte's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Markakis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. Ready for another chance? Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. The 1-1 home. Swing and a liner. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Well, clearly they challenged the guy they shouldn't have right there. He's got a missile launcher for an arm, so when he saw him trying to stretch a double, he unleashed one to cut him down, so probably won't be doing that again in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1, here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Still 1-2. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The 1-0. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Freeman, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And now one taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count, you send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Kurt Suzuki becomes out number 2 this inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. pulled toward right center field. Conforto moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So here now's the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Yoenis Cespedes started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. Albies scoops it up. Culverson back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him. And I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
He's set and the pitch. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. Home half of the fifth. Riding in once again, Lane Adams. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. High in the air out to center field. Conforto is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Johan Camargo. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Softly hit out towards short. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Brandon McCarthy. Threw a base on balls his first time up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes is after it, and that's the third out. Braves strand one. They trail in this one 3-0. Ready for another chance? Dominic Smith. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Inciarte on the run. 1 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Wilmer.
Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. His line includes a single and a fly ball in 2 at-bats thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Plawecki. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. First offering on its way. Late that time for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Oh, it's hit to third. 5-3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Here's Ender Inciarte. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Flores. On to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He pulls this one into right. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he'll hold on at first, following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And you can see there where he ranks on the Braves team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Lifted down the line in left. Cespedes is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1. Back here at SunTrust Park, getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Sam Freeman is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Culberson shading to his right. 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael
Conforto will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The 0-1 pitch. A swing by Conforto, and this is driven to deep right. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. His second of the game, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him.
The batter, number 13.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
The left fielder, number 52.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes, who could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 2-1.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Got him to go after a bad one there, and it evens the count at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Jay Bruce would be next. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on down the line. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on 1. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. 1-1. Fastball that misses.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Count even at 2-2. The 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Flores to his left. He's there. Throw on to first. In time. 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Digging in to try it again. Lane Adams. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. In there for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
He's short, hit hard. Flores has it, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Johan Camargo. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. Bounce to first. Smith moving to his right, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Grant Dayton is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Peter Borges will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Popped him up. Suzuki over to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. Here's Todd Frazier now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
1 out, nobody on. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman, Dominic Smith.
Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Markakis, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he is into second with a 2-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
In now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. Smith at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Lifted in the air out to center field. Inciarte moves over, and that retires the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Digging in once again, Charlie Culberson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Bruce has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Peter Borges standing in, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. The 0-2 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Bruce has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 11.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Inciarte now for second. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
The 1-0 home. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. In at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double gets them on the board, and now that they've broken the dam, we'll see if they can generate some more runs going forward.
Markakis stands at second with 2 gone. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Sent on the ground out to second. Taken there by Cabrera. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Braves pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the 9th inning from SunTrust Park. It's now a 4-1 game. Jose Ramirez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Ramirez.
Now pitch on the way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ramirez, 28 years old. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-1 home. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. The throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Stepping in now, Noah Syndergaard. lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Borges, and this will wind up a foul ball. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. A line drive that's going to be caught out there. It's short, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder
Michael Conforto will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Here's the 1-0. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
now batting second baseman as Dribble.
So striding forward now as Dribble Cabrera, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Hard hit ball to second. Albies brings it in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping in for the Braves, Kurt Suzuki. Due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
This one's down to third. Frazier's up with it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 1.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Tyler Flowers will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 25, Tyler.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He's 1 for 3. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bruce has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. New York led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Noah Syndergaard earns the win, his 2nd, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 4 runs on 11 hits.